Which one is? Sipping on your Henny, that's a widow. Yeah. Let me put you on something with a big, a no fun. Yeah, let me see something. It's gonna be something. I'm talking like it's gonna action. I'm just singing out, it's all like it's Texas. Let me see something. It's gonna be something. I'm talking like it's gonna action. I'm just singing out, it's all like it's Texas. I love the way it's going down, she got the thongs on. She started bouncing more when she heard the thong songs. The high heels got the calves moving right too. Shorty come with me for the nitro. Only tryna holler, it's only like you're hollering back. So when you head it, let me follow that. The word up, I got plans for you. It's more than my tongue and my hands. And when you move to the music, I think that you wanna take you all night. So when you take it off the chain, it's gonna be on you. It's on the brain. I mean, you can take it back in the next one. I know that's the time. Trying to see something. Frequencies and the fucking little sweet something. So you put it up, I'm seeing something. It's gonna be something. I'm talking nice, got relaxing. Take it outside, I can see something. Pull it around, let me see something. I was led to look at the trying to see the deal with you. What's going on later on? Can I tell you? We can do anything that you wanna do. You know the way you make me feel. All I wanna do is to dance on. Know the way you make the moves with no pants on. Let's rock. Bounce to your dance on. Let's get the going on. We mama for the dance on. Let's stop. So you can turn your hand. Let me see your sight. I ain't looking this on the B side. Hey, I'm talking lights, camera, action. Got the thing I know the song like it's dancing. Turn it around. Let me see your sight. It's gonna be something. I'll have the lights, camera, action. Everything I know is gonna be nice. Turn it around. Let me see your sight. It's gonna be something. I'm talking lights, camera, action. Everything I know is gonna be dancing. Turn it around. Let me see your sight.
All right. As I'm sitting here thinking about an actual car, I'm thinking about our visual. And visual wise, I mean like real. So like in front of me, right, we got these mirrors and stuff like that. But how we have to see even behind and stuff like that, and how we have to drive. Now, you see all these mirrors? Every last one of them, right? Mirrors. Don't worry about what's in the car. Worry about the mirrors. Mirror, mirror. Mirror in the middle. Mirror, mirror. We got a mirror in the middle. Whatever. Are they for looking inside and, beauty looking? So I've been sitting back like this to the side. Front seat. Not pretending on nothing. And thinking. Just to learn about a car. Reason why I got it anyway. But it don't matter. Anyway. I've been sitting here thinking, what would these mirrors be really used for? Rear view. See? That's the answer to what it would be like, right? I'm not slow, am I? Backwards. You're driving backwards. Like, are you driving forward where you can see what's in front of you already with your surroundings, but you can't see behind you. So you need to see with all these mirrors right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See? But am I wrong? And next general topic is reproduction. Reproduction means men produce seed, which seeds are children and adults and stuff like that. Like basically what we are and what we produce. Basically sexual type thing, but not like sexual assault or anything like that. It's just that basically like when a man produces sperm, it goes into the egg of a woman, correct? Or am I wrong? So when a man produces sperm, it produces what it is for you to be able to birth children. And the egg is part of the process. So they lesion the egg, and he makes it all the time. I don't know. The next is the Three Little Bears. As you've been watching cartoons on TV with the images of the Three Little Bears, you would see them as 3 brown bears. Okay? Alright. Now, what about this? In reality, there's a white bear, a brown bear, and a black bear. One's a polar bear, one's a regular brown bear, and one is a grizzly bear. Alright? Think about the porridge stuff. Think about the porridge stories. And you will laugh your butt off after that. Right? The porridge stories are this. You're not a female too as a man from the sexual thing. Forget about that. You're a whole man. See? Whole fucking man. Think about the porridge stories and stuff like that. It's not talking junk or nothing, but it's real funny. And the key thing is, what was Goldilocks doing? Peace out, general topic. General talking. Right, general topic. Lakeside. See. Iberia. See these? They're the same way. They're teaching us Spanish and English at the same time, or Spanish and the translation of it at the same time. So that's a good help, and you find that. So you write your number down, you be like, oh, See, and that is to tell you that if I was to, if I need to communicate and talk, but it's not correct. Hmm. Dukel, or however you say that name, is refried red beans, according to what is taught on the can label. I'm not gonna do the drinks. That's what I was looking at actually. I was trying to find something else, but I found out that these are Lay's, LAS originals. So that's pretty good. I like the little popcorn chips right here though. These joints are fire. Skinny pop. They're dope. That's the English name of it. I mean, from what I see. But it's like they're speaking English in their language and we're speaking Spanish in our language. Like that. And it's like it's hard to understand, so we have to like stop as citizens and teach each other our language and stop the babble like that. So that way we don't have to babble among each other. And we start in the beginning. Like, all right, listen to me. A, B, C, D. Correct? Yeah. All right, you got English. What? I'm you motherfucker. Oh shit. Now, stay the fuck down. God damn it. Watch the goddamn toilet. That is like that right there or whatever. But if I say 1, 2, 3, that's uno, dos, tres. That's what I've learned. If I say nutritional facts, I don't know how to pronounce it. There's no one there to tell me how to pronounce it. I just understand what nutritional facts is and what it means. So I need something that's there to say, oh, he says nutritional facts, he says, and I don't know what the word is, so I don't understand it or whatever, so I can only make up a pronunciation of it. That is the nutrition. That is the nutrition, or something like that. And that's all I can say. Now, what happened to my Spanish teacher? In order to teach us stuff like this. Now, I don't have one. Exactly. But I understand when they say nutritional facts, and if I hear that word, that's what I understand. And I don't heard Spanish or Hispanics or Dominicans or anything speak their language around me to the point to where I was stored in memory. Memory is like a computer system inside of you and stuff like that keeps record of your stuff. Nerves, you learn about that even in mental health and stuff like that. They're teaching you as who you are, as what they are, about mental health and about medication that everyone needs. The whole world might be schizophrenic, man. You don't know. You don't know what could be wrong with each and every individual on the planet. You have to check yourself and see what they see on the outside and see what they see also on the inside. They need to see, because we need to understand how to help each other out. That's not Legion, that's unity. But we have to have order and counsel. You understand me? That's why I say people need to really learn how to speak each other's languages. All languages need to be learned how to speak, because we are technically in Babel and never been outside of the city to learn how to speak a language. Like some of these Hispanics or Mexicans or whatever they are from South America or Mexico, they don't speak English. And it's hard to communicate, so I can't really come up front near them or say anything to them because they don't want to speak that language. They're trying to probably learn how to speak the original Spanish without having slang, because it's true, your ancestors will come upon you with that in the afterlife and bust your fucking ass for speaking wrong. Me, I didn't learn the way that y'all learn, so I try to speak appropriately. And that's one reason why I tell you, like, you don't know how it's going to hit you. You don't know when you're going to get that type of anxiety, what you're going to suffer for, why you're suffering for it. But you're suffering for it in the open, and that's karma. That's Christianity, bro. Or that's what sin is. You're going to suffer for it wide open, and you know you're going to pay the price. I suffer for it already. So there's no more, because I paid the price by being incarcerated anyway. No matter if anything was good or not, I wasn't free. You know, and that just to let you know how hell is. You know, and torture, take away their freedom like that right there, give them privileges. If they begin to come up and give them a way out, don't worry about where they stay at, just give them a way out. You know, and that just let you know, like, you're not being, it ain't none of that thought process of, mess you out and, I'm gonna do all this voodoo and, just to keep me. Nah, man, they'll hit your ass with that shit. A whole lot. Ignore it, man. Pay it no mind. They're your biggest ally. Now, back to Valentina. It's presenting the nutritional facts, the ingredients, and everything like that, but not another language. I don't see the other language or anything like that, or the Spanish that is teaching at the same time, so I cannot put the label down. But at the same time, a good presentation of it showing the nutritional facts, and this Valentino is showing its ingredients and everything like that. I can check it, but that's not how you judge it. But I'm not going to put it down, because I'm going to still keep the brand up, because it's showing a presentation of everything that's in it in my language. You see that? That's complete English for me. Right now, I'm a beginner, and if I'm learning to be like this in this way, I will walk around looking for the presentation in English and in Spanish. The reason why is because I'm learning another language to be a boss first. If you would ask, what did it do for you? It taught me another language, bro. What? Another language that I didn't know how to speak. I've been stalking for years. What you think? Throughout years of learning, I learned another language, and I can understand, but I can understand a little bit. I don't understand a whole lot. So I've been trying to reach out to see if I could try to help to understand. And I looked up and I go, I understand how to speak English about food and Spanish about food. But that's it. But I like Dominicans, bro. I can't hang around the Spanish either. You gonna find out, man. They gonna be mad when they find out I'm the same person like right now. No, that's my but anyway. Alright, I already got Notorious and Goya because they have a good presentation of English and Spanish up there. either up or down or from left to right. They have the word I and then the Spanish word for it. See what I'm saying? Alphabet. And I was asking him how to say certain stuff outside, but I don't know how to. So I cannot speak with it. So I taught him English a little bit, like A, B, C, so I can teach him a little bit of English to see if you understand that you have a couple English words inside of you. He's trying to teach you how to communicate so I can listen to you and you can listen to me as well. That's the gaining of a double-edged sword. And you won't wind up in hell. You'll understand that when you want to say something, you can say it in that language and in this language correctly. Because the way we speak is not how we sound. Now I'm looking for another label with the same presentation. And look, I found one. See? And this is how you need to understand that when I was walking, I found this label right here. Aloycina. Number 3. And it says mayonnaise and everything like that. Cool. And that's how I understand that I'm looking at the presentation of everything around. Like when I don't see certain stuff that presents another language, I only see like my language. And that's like what I speak because I don't try to pronounce certain stuff in that language. But when I try to pronounce this, to me, that's English. So, but it also presents English and Spanish right there. See, Goya gets another one too. Oh, and bushes. See, they present English and Spanish. They can teach it to you. Well, the only thing I know how to say is a couple words. But I see the words they're teaching me right here. And what's in it on both sides. So love means L. See that? See? So I can put bushes now. And they're presenting chickpeas. How I learned how to say that is right here. See? Hold on. Right here. So, and that's from Goya. And Bush, they said the same thing. Lakeside. Lakeside, they got the same thing. They present English and Spanish, or Dominican or whatever. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand nothing about the people or anything like that. All I know is the South American people close by. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna take it. Anyway, Lakeside got the presentation too as well of English and Spanish. As a businessman, what I'm looking for, like when I'm saying this up, down, left, right, that is how you educate yourself too as well when you're learning and you don't have like a lot of learning. But I'm going to cut the video right quick and then start back up again. All right, Mama Nina got me a coat. Pretty cool. Pops and Mama Nina been really looking out for me. Anyway, back to the journal topic. If I was a business owner and I give you my light without having to touch an item, I would try to do it like this right here. None of these I want to touch. I do want to see brand. I do want to see what's in it. So here's one. And this too. These are just for items and stuff like that with a little bit of information. So what I can do is, if I was like up top and I had to be in here, I'll have to write down some stuff. And I would say, well, the Taros have more information out. That's a good thing, because some people that are pre-diabetic or diabetic or that has health problems, they can see the items without touching them half of the time. That's just not to prevent these or nothing like that. That's just to, give you a glance of like, all right, oh, I can see both of them. Facts. I do have a health problem though that I need to know about, concerning from what the doctors could be telling you if you have, PCPs or healthcare providers or whatever they can, say what they are. So this is what I, do. As of right now, I don't know what this is. It says refried red beans. That's a good presentation of what English that I speak, but I'm also learning Spanish as well. But the Spanish that I speak will be only for these specific items that are shown with the labels the way that they have them. I would rather have it on the right like this with the information, the brand, and what's in it, what they're saying. If there could be more English, and could it be what this is saying right here and what this is saying. Now I got to be careful with what I say, because like back in the day, I couldn't learn from my Spanish teacher, and that upset me, and I really liked her. So, and that's just me at a young age, to let you know that like they live inside and outside of you regardless of what happens now. Like if you go through it already, it's cool. Now that you do it, make sure you do like certain stuff. But right here, I'm gonna show you. All right, when I see a front and back like that right there behind me, I can see everything. And I could say, oh, well, that's a good presentation from that company right there. And I could say, even if they didn't do it, they can take a little bit of what they didn't know they had. And I could say, wow, what kind of stalker is this they got presently? Where did he come from? I came from Dollar Tree. But this is just how I look at the items without touching them. If a stalker did this and faced it for it, and I see this right here, I'm gonna say, well, oh man, that's some good information. This company is pretty good. I like that. I'm gonna write his name down. Natoros or Nature or something like that. So I'm gonna say, put their brand name down. Like this right here. When I see stuff like that and I write their name down like that, I would tell you that they are good with presenting the item the way that they present the item, with the front of the label and the side like this right here, like with half and half like that going both ways. I can't grab it off, but because I'm holding the book in my arm right here. Like right here, when I see that right there with the picture and everything on it, that's what I see and the whole thing, the translation and everything, a label, barcode, oh snap, an item, but I don't see no price. So the price I'll know when I get to the cash register. And that's a pretty good thing because it's mysterious. So I can just run it, a math. I could probably be wrong. Maybe this is like $2, $3, $4. Let the cashier take care of that. I just need to just have maybe like $10 and under. And that's just like what I do. So about right here, I see nutritional facts, and I see the label, and I see the brand. That's a good presentation for me. The reason why I take it that way is because when I see all of this right here, I know what's in it and what's not. I know the sugar and everything like that. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to point, touch, pick it up, hold it in my hand if I can't hold it. And that's if I'm an old person, I can see both front and back. I'm okay. Okay, oh yeah. Not no sexual thing, but like, yeah, I'm good. I can see. All right, I see what I got. Then I write down the company name right here.
Excuse me.
I think it says Goya. So with that, I see the same thing. I'm like, oh, okay, ingredients. Oh, I see that too. They got the translation on both ends for Spanish and non-Spanish alike. So that's pretty good right there with what you need to know. See? And that's if I can't pick it up and I have to hold myself to stand up and stuff like that if I was an older person. And that's looking out for the elderly, the mentally ill, the ones that have walkers and stuff like that come in here. You gotta make it handicapped, not to put them down or put them up or anything like that. They have a reward for this, not like that, you know. And I try to do something for people like that, even though I don't have nothing. But that's pretty cool. So look, check this out here. When I see like the translation of it, I'm learning another language, but I don't know how to speak it. So what I do is I keep the information of what that bird says. It says nutritional facts, and that's a DATOSTE, nutrition. Now they both have the same brand for the black beans. And when I see that, I go, okay, what does this say? Does that say black beans? All right, oh, black beans. And it's Goya. And that's how I see, yeah. I'm like, all right, Goya, yeah. And I'm like, all right, Goya and Mentoris, Goya. That's the first two brands. They're pretty good because they're teaching Spanish. They're teaching you Spanish and English at the same time. And that's a good thing. That is a double-edged sword almost, like from the mouthpiece. But this is not preaching or anything like that. And don't pay attention to the ring. It ain't nothing but a compass. No south, east, west. Now, here's another company, and this one I might have to pick up because I don't feel like ducking down, my back hurt. And the only reason why I might have to pick up is because I might need someone right there to help me pick it up. So here it is, Valentino. See that? It's also showing the nutritional facts, so they have a way of putting it on one big label to show information, ingredients, and everything like that. It's easy to make for you, so that way you can learn how to make it, but doing it is going to be hard for you. Do you understand that? Those are some of the people that can't not relate information, and you'll understand. They're teaching it to you. This is just to set a good example of what I could do, but I'm doing parts of this in this video, so I'm gonna cut it, some of it right now. I'm cutting it right now.
Get up. You're safe in the goddamn house. Get your shit in.
It's like this happened. If I had my kids, I would usually bring, people, bring them to events like this, especially to the bounce house over there, so my son or my daughter could jump and stuff like that. That's if my kids was with me. But things happen. Anyway, I'm not walking around in school. Like I said, I got bad eyes, but don't worry about it. I ain't making up no excuses like nobody else either, so I ain't worried about it. I can barely see out of my left eye. Anyway, so this event right here, this Thanksgiving event, I would have brought my son here, or my daughter, just so we can have a good time, no lie. When events and stuff like this go down and I hear about it, I go to it, They give away free clothes and everything, whether I'm homeless or not homeless. I live a different type of lifestyle. Whether people can accept it or not accept it, that's society today. And that's how they want to be, compassion to how they choose to live. But then if I want to say something and I want to live a certain type of way, are they going to do it? No. So why should I listen to them? Exactly.
I don't want to spend eternity. I know one thing. I don't want to spend eternity in hellfire. So Lord, I ask you now, in Jesus' name, to save me. Make salvation real to me. Change my life right now. And let my life be a light to others for the glory of God and what Jesus can do.
Just got finished doing a couple of things right quick, but now it's time to show you what I can do a little bit. Alright, I'm not doing this to be fancy or anything, so nobody to gas me down or nothing like that. I'm not the boss of nothing. I don't even put me in that position. I don't like to be the boss. I'm completely honest with you. But I hit myself in the face, right? No, I did. See? Unless the camera is all jacked up, which is pretty messed up. But anyway, let me tell you something. When I stop or whatever, I think about the higher ups and what they need to look at and why they need to look at what they need to look at. The full information on things that might need to be probably correct, right? So what I do is, if it's just one of them, I'll turn it around. So when another grocery store owner comes in, right, and they look, not to be funny, or I don't know, turn around with nutritional facts and bull crap and get picked on, fine, cool, that's what it is. I'm gonna show you why I do this. I do this right here, so when big business owners come around and they see both of the same items, front and back, and they're trying to do a check without using these two labels right here, without using the labels, and they're trying to do a check on the item, They have access to the full item without even touching it or moving it. Without bending down, having to look, they have access to front and back at the same time. You see that? You don't. All he knows is what's the label, and that's it. So that means he has to automatically know what it is. But if this is the same brand as that right there, you see that? It might not be correct because each and every brand uses a different type of feel for it. So without that, you see that's the Food Lion brand, right? Made by the people in Food Lion. There's both the correction and the ingredients to it and everything. Instant coffee. You know it's coffee beans or whatever. Now, this is great value. Great value, and Food Lion brand like these two right here don't have the same ingredients in it, or they might. You don't know. They might be using it, maybe it just flavor or what it does to you. It don't matter, so I had to let this out anyway. The reason why I do this is because when I do this right here, I do this for Mama Nina. When a great business owner comes down, so they don't have to bend too much or look around sometimes to check out the brands of items and what is selling and what is not selling, even though stuff might not sell as much, is if I was the higher up, I want to see this and the barcode and that all the way around to what the nitty-gritty item is. And if some of these people deceive me and say they don't, that's bullcrap. I think differently, to be honest with you. But I'm not casting anybody down. When I say like full information, I don't mean like full information on like anything bully. I mean like what like this brand right here is saying without having to take it off the shelf, and stuff like that. And like I'm not like talking junk or anything like that, but like when you look at the front and then when you look at the back of an item right there, you can see the ingredients and the items at the same time, which is pretty dope. You can see both of them. It's like this, and then if you're writing down on a piece of paper, like, note of what is the nutritional facts and what is the ingredients to the item and what is it and what's going on with the item and everything like that, then you will understand that with Los Portels Diallo Flavor Instant Coffee mixed with sugar and if you see the coffee and then you see the ingredients, you see how ingredients are saying ingredients and this is saying nutritional facts and stuff like that. And while you're writing it down as if you were a boss, you will see that, okay, this is what this label is, this is what this is, where's the barcode at? Okay, I might have to turn it a little bit. And that's probably all you have to do. If you see how the barcode is right there, but now he doesn't have to touch it or anything like that. That's because he doesn't have to grab it or nothing. That's just, to help out those big business owners, that has, maybe a slight health problem, maybe not, and stuff like that. And sometimes it's pretty cool to just, like, check certain stuff so that they can see what they have in it and check your health and stuff like that or whatever, too. Like, nutritional facts and ingredients is pretty dope. And this is stovetop, it's there. But at the same time, these are mashed potatoes, both big and small with the same brand. Do you see that? But if I turn it around like this, they can see that because it's the same brand, and you can check it too as well, if it's like that. And you can check and see, and you see this as dehydrated potatoes, potato flakes, mana, and certain stuff like that or whatever that's in it. If it's both the same, then it's big and small. What you can do is you can turn it around since it says nutritional facts on it. And you can keep it like that, and he can check the barcode and everything on it and stuff like that. And this is for like big stores, because I noticed that a whole lot too. Like some of the big stores, when they label stock, they start label from like left to right or from right to left or however the way it goes. That's just learning from based on Family Dollar. But when I walk into Walmart, I see the same thing too as well. And when I start checking stuff out like that, it's like that in Dollar Tree too. If it was labels like that. And sometimes some items in Dollar Tree didn't have any labels. They just had the items in the section where you can stock and stuff like that. And some Dollar Trees might, not everything is the same in each and every state of mind or each and every state that we currently live in on the earth. Like these brands right here, Mama Nina turned them around because they want to just see the face of it. But then if they get one of those people that just say, all right, now I have to grab this item and hold this item, and then have to write this down or grab this item and turn it around temporarily and hold it down. I'm not wrecking Mama Nina's store or nothing like that. I was showing Mama Nina as a stalker that like there's certain stuff that you can do to show like the higher ups and the great businesses like all the way around. See, this one is a good label right here. This one is a good label to have because they not only have their brand and representing their brand, what it is, what it's worth, and they got this right here and the nutritional facts. Then they got a whole big label, see, no nothing. I don't know what this item is, I don't know what it does or anything like that or whatever. But this, I know everything. I can see it. I can see the nutritional facts. I can see the ingredients to the item. And I can see like the side of it and what you can use it in and stuff like that, and the barcode and everything like that to know what it is. And like I know she told me not to do it. I just wanted to do something just to show you guys, like, you know, I'm very smart, but I'm not that smart. I have a learning disability, but it doesn't matter. Now when it comes down to beers, you have to let the beer man handle that, man. I just help him out a little bit when he can't come or whatever. So, you know, I bring his stuff up for it and stuff like that. Beers are kind of different. Now, I don't know how they want the beers and the drinks and stuff like that, so I try not to bother them because Mama told me not to. But that's just to let you know, like, we do stock in here. You know, and I really appreciate Compare Foods, the way that they stock thoroughly and up front, face forward, and I mean stock face front, man. And then the grocery store, then the yogurt store that I usually go to go get my daggone yogurt. Bruh. I love how they stock. I like it. And then they stock so fucking perfect. Excuse my language. They stock so fucking perfect, man, that when you go into Compare Foods, you just want to get on the ground and just say, man, Compare Foods. Compare Foods. You know, and then like back in the Dollar Tree days when I used to stock, it was crazy. So when I learned from Eric when he was stocking the chips, he put them drinks up so daggone quick. That drink was ridiculous, man. And I'm like, when I stock, I go like this. This is Mama Nina. Punish them. Punishing them. That's the text side, speed and stuff. See? That right there is just off. But don't worry about all that. That's just to show you stock, the way we stockers do, and the way we like keep the store clean and stuff like that, because we have like certain stuff to do. And you learn that in like fast food restaurants and stuff. But yep, general topic over with. Peace out, guys. I would rather say that. See, I call him Leaf. He likes to come around a lot. I'm feeding him some bread a little bit, but he's okay. All right then. Fine. You see how my face is deconstructed, or it looks like this or whatever? The cameras are fucked up, because you're not gonna look the same in the camera as you do in person around some people like that or whatever. The angle has to be aligned. Everything has to be corrected. It has to make perfect sense. That's part of the reason why the perfect seed, or the Son of God, refuses to be on the planet, because everything is not to perfection. Everything has to be to perfection. You want the perfect seed, he pops up one time and pops up as fast as possible and do what he need to do and leave, because he cannot be on the earth as long as possible because the laws are incorrect. You have to have correct laws because he's too perfectionist. Like, see him, your visual gonna be messed up. It's not you seeing things or you taking any type of drugs or anything like that. Nah, that's not it. When you see him, the visual is going to be fake though. People going to try to imitate the visual. Don't do that. He doesn't look good or bad either. Don't do that bullshit. I tell you, don't do a whole lot of shit. Don't try to fake the funk. Don't try to do anything to deceive nothing while he's around or any of that, because that shit is fake to him. It's too perfect. He's too perfect. It's not scary. It's not bad, but it's too perfect. I'm not talking about as if his name is Jesus. Don't call him that. Not because of what I read either. Not because of what you found out about. Don't do none of that. As a matter of fact, there's a lot that you shouldn't do. And if you got to hear, oh Lord, basic instruction before leaving the earth, that's not entirely the word of God. Those are stories concerning from what I read. Genesis, Exodus, Deuteronomy, Numbers, 1st and 2nd Kings, 1st and 2nd Chronicles, Hebrews, Romans, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and John. These are all books in the big old book that I done left up. The book that I got with stories written in it about generations of what it takes for him to even get to the planet, because it's hard. And then on top of that, I have to fight me. I have to fight, not me, like, not me fight me. No, I have to sit right there by his side the whole time, and you're going to see why. And you ain't going to understand nothing. And then he grows so fast that days are like king to him. And when I mean king, I mean Mayan. And when I say Mayan, or if I bring up the Mayan or anything like that, what I mean by Mayan is, I'm just mean by the Mayan calendar. His days are like this. 12 hours, that's a day. That's a Sunday. Not Sunday as in Sunday. No, Sunday as in the light in the sky for Father. And 12 o'clock p.m., I'll put it like this. That's night day. Night day, Father rest. That's rest properties. He's getting ready for rest, tired. Not to go by the days, but to let you know that's how it is. Next day. Those two, 12 hour equals a full day. That's why they chose to go by military time, so the clock can go on. Right? Nah, not a good idea. You do the 24-hour clock, you even further up to where God is. That's military time. With military time, you can push yourself even further up to understand that now you bypass Legion. Now you where you are, and you have perfect sense. Perfect sense means that you carry the thought of knowing who the Son of God is because you dwell around His glory 24/7. Now, without that perfect sense that you don't have, you right here where I'm at. Right here where I'm at, where I usually am, to give y'all the guidance to get there. It's bullcrap with the stuff that I got to do to even take a stand or stand up. Now, do you understand what I'm saying to you? Now, let me incorporate a little thing called Legion into you. Legion is bullcrap knowledge that I will probably talk about with the seed that's in you if you are a human like you say you are. A human like you say you are, a seed that is incorporated in you to help you run your body and be born. Some of the seed that's in me is not supposed to be in there. I'm only incorporated with two. What they doing in there. And I'm not supposed to be accused of being the perfect seed or the Son of God, because I'm not. I am a son of God. What I am is close to what the Son could be, because my face get deconstructed by these cameras too, as well as others that are around like that, and they don't like to be on camera. Others are resistance to that. Firmly, I can point them out, and I can point them out thoroughly to you 100% of the time. But others, they do. Me, I'm not resistant to it because it's inaccurate to me, and I refuse to allow it to be accurate to me. See? You can pick a spot and do it on your own, or fix it, and it'll work out. See, half of the things that are going on, people pick on you and try to make it feel like, oh, you sound like you're intelligent or something. Nah, I don't. I'm just giving you basic answers.
Syndrome.
All right.
Y'all ain't do shit for him. Nobody.
No, don't
cared
put
about-
nobody. Don't
All right, concerning the current situation, this is it. This it right here. All right.
They said in 19, if you watch the first episode of All in the Family, Michael Stivic made this one statement. He said, that's when Jefferson was moving on. He said, to us, he said, they're 13% of the population. They should be able to buy homes and buy cars and be able to move. That was in 1970. How many 13% of the population in 1970? That means no black person has been born. Yeah, I'm sorry. I ain't got no clue. Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna check right now.
Ain't nothing being recorded, homie. Ain't nothing being recorded, homie.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I wanted to, but they ain't sent me. It's probably Gigi. But she's so smart. She's such a sweet girl. One girl, this black girl,
Fruit punch. Shoot, I feel like I'm doing good. I just took a long walk. Far as hell. Now I'm recording, right? You check this thing out. See this? I'm recording. That's Mr. George over there, if that's his name. Nana and what's the other dude name? Donald. So Mook should be down the street down there if I go down there. I just ran into one of Willie's sons. Not Tony, but Willie. Or I think Tony. I could be wrong. I'm not gonna say anything else. Thank you.